Welcome on in. It is the 10 count episode 2. I am your host, Jeff Snyder. We have a lot of wrestling to talk about. A lot has happened in the last week or so since we last joined you. We had many pay-per-views across wrestling and special events, including AEW All In Texas. We also had the Great American Bash with NXT, WWE Saturday Night Main Event, and WWE Evolution, the all-women's pay-per-view. Joining me today to talk all things wrestling is digital content producer John Eldridge. This is the first time he's on the show. Obviously, this is our second episode, and he wasn't here last week. So, John, thank you for joining me for this. You're a huge wrestling fan yourself, so and you were able to watch most of these things this week. And I kind of caught the highlights just because I've been so busy. There's a lot of wrestling. There's a lot of wrestling content out there, and if there's something. Yeah, and it's great because if there's something you don't like or something you do like, or you can pick and choose what you want.
Freedom of choice, yep.
Absolutely, it's awesome. It's probably the best time to be a wrestling fan in a very long time. So let's start with AEW All In Texas. 29,000 people packed Globe Life Field in Arlington, Texas. That's home of the Texas Rangers of Major League Baseball. The big news of this event: Virginia native Hangman Adam Page is the AEW World Champion for the second time. He defeated Jon Moxley in a Texas death match. And when we say death match, we mean death match.
Yeah,
this was bloody.
Purest extent.
It was brutal. It was
like an old CZW match.
That's exactly what it was like. Of course, Jon Moxley was in CZW. If you're not familiar with CCW and you are over the age of like 14, please look it up. Because it's some of the craziest stuff you'll ever see in any professional wrestling ever. It's some awesome stuff. So like this match had everything. A lot of barbed wire. Hangman stabbed Jon Moxley in the forehead with like a fork or something. Beer bottles shattered. Pile drivers on
glass.
On the glass.
Most pile drivers I've seen in a non-taker match. Like, there was a ton of pile drivers in this match.
Yeah, it was like, if you're familiar with the Andy Kaufman thing in the 70s with Jerry Lawler, it was kind of like that. Like Jerry Lawler would keep pile driving Andy Kaufman, and this kind of felt like that. Except Andy Kaufman, wasn't a real wrestler; he was just a comedian.
Right.
So this match had a lot. First, the Death Riders were getting involved. Of course, Jon Moxley, the leader of the Death Riders. Marina Shafir ended up getting put through a table by Hangman Adam Page. And all heck's breaking loose. And then all of a sudden, you get a video of Darby Allin on the top of Mount Everest, which is awesome. He actually did climb Mount Everest. If you're not familiar with that, that's one of the coolest things anyone could ever do. Climb Mount Everest, survive that. Climbing Mount Everest is one thing. Surviving it's another.
And then cut a promo.
And then he cut a promo on the top of Mount Everest.
It's such a Darby thing to do.
And then as soon as that promo's over, a guy in a mask gets into the ring. And he starts doing yes, and we know who that is. It's Bryan Danielson. He interferes, and then Darby Allin's like, "Oh, I'm gonna come down from the rafters like I'm Sting." And then Nick and Matt Jackson get involved, and then it gets to the point where Swerve hands Hangman a chain, like a big chain that you would attach something, like tow something with. And then Hangman wins the match by hanging Moxley over the ropes by his neck.
That was an awesome visual.
It's an incredible visual. We can't show you it. This match was so violent we can't even show you it. That's how that's how nasty this match was. Hangman won the match literally by hanging somebody, and he is the AEW World Champion. What do you think of this match?
Man, I love this match. I mean, it was death match to its purest extent, which, I mean, you expect that from Mox at this point, but I mean, just the same bit with like WrestleMania 40. You get like these long title runs, I feel, and then you have the up and comer, you know what I mean, but they dethrone the Reign of Terror per se guy, and it's just, man, it works so well. I mean, I know you have to like suffer through a little bit before because Moxley's run was not good, no matter what way you put it. But like with this payoff, it felt really great because this match was phenomenal. You had the bed of nails, you had all the bottles, like you said, a million pile drivers. I mean, it was basically just WrestleMania 40's main event with Cody and Roman, but deathmatch style, and it was AEW, it was phenomenal. It's everything AEW was at the start, and everything it should continue to be.
That's the thing about AEW, and every promotion has this. They have lull periods. They have periods where the contention's not good, or the storylines are not good, or things aren't hitting or clicking right. AEW is in a spot now where I think they are clicking, and it's only going to get better from here for them. I hope. I know there's been complaints over the years about Tony Khan and his booking, how much power he actually has, but on the whole, AEW is good now. That's when AEW is good. That means everyone else is going to be good, because WWE is going to feel some pressure. Right. TNA and any other promotion you can think of that's relevant are gonna see this and be like, okay, like what do we do? How do we respond to
and
do
now
our own
WWE's in their own kind of bit of a lull period themselves.
They are.
And, it's just all the more opportunity for AEW to pounce on that.
We'll get to that for sure. Now that I have the correct super up I had WWE Evolution super up. We will be talking about that later, but I have the All In super up. A couple other highlights. I absolutely love the Costco guys. I think they're still hilarious. I don't think they've overstayed their welcome at all. I think it's wholesome family fun. Yeah. Big Boom AJ, obviously the dad, and the conglomeration beat the Don Callis family. Big highlight of this match, Big Justice, the son of Big Boom AJ, was assaulted by Trent Beretta. This kid is like 13 years old, and he pushes down a 13-year-old, but Big Justice got his revenge by spearing Trent Beretta, and it was actually a pretty dang good spear.
Big Justice's spear is amazing. Like, he's hit it twice now, I think. And it's looked great both times. I mean, it's about as good as Cope's spear is at this point.
Roman spear, too. Bill's. That was cool. Now, I will say, if Trent Beretta had gone after the Rizzler, I think the entire stadium would have had his head on a platter.
He wouldn't have gotten out.
You can't touch the Rizzler, man.
They would have hangmaned him with the chain before the main event.
Absolutely. Some other highlights of this. MJF won the Casino Gauntlet match for a future title shot. Obviously, MJF's still the biggest thing AEW has. One of the biggest things they have. Athena won the women's Casino Gauntlet match for a future title shot. Of course, Athena, for WWE fans, that is former Ember Moon. Timeless Tony Storm beat Mercedes Moné. You're very excited about this.
I'm not a big Mercedes fan, personally. I'm not a huge fan of the whole belt collector gimmick.
Yes.
So, I mean, it's just, I don't know. I haven't enjoyed her AEW run at all. And Tony Storm is just incredible. She's got to be one of the best character wrestlers in wrestling, period.
Absolutely.
I don't even know about, like, maybe not even right now, maybe ever, because I mean, she's just incredible. She's an
incredible character, and she took one of Mercedes' several belts from her. The AEW Women's World Title is now Timeless Tony Storm's. And then Okada beat Kenny Omega in a winner-takes-all match to unify the Continental and International titles to create the unified title, which is, you don't need that many secondary titles. But I'm glad AEW realized they had a few too many belts and they have merged a couple of them. This was not on the level of the Wrestle Kingdom matches, of their Japanese matches at all. But it was still a good match.
Still a good match, yeah.
Yeah, but it wasn't
Can't go wrong with those two.
It wasn't the 6.75 star Dave Meltzer classic, you know.
Well, it's because it wasn't in the Tokyo Dome, obviously.
It was not in the Tokyo Dome. It's only
that took at least a star off.
Yeah, only 5 stars if it's in the Tokyo Dome. Obviously, we're just kidding. We love Big Dave here. Those are the highlights of that. Of course, there were other matches too, but we gotta move along. We only have 24 minutes, and we're already 10 minutes in. So, the next show, the big show of the weekend, would have been NXT's Great American Bash, which took place in, I don't know where they were. Where were they for that one?
Shoot, I don't know.
I don't remember that. I should know this, and I don't.
Yeah.
But it happened.
It did.
It happened.
And it was really good.
Yeah. It was.
I liked every match on the card. I mean, I wasn't a huge fan of Soul and Izzy. I mean, it was fine. I just thought it could have been a little cleaner, but every other match was great. I mean, Ethan and Ricky was a fantastic match. Jordan and Blake Monroe against Fatal Influence was a lot better than I thought it was going to be. Jasper Troy and Javon was good with how green Jasper still is. He's still pretty good in the ring. And then with what was the other match? What was the
Sol Ruka? Did you mention that?
Oba. The Oba Inamura match.
Yes.
That was really hard hitting and good stuff. And I mean, with how it ends, it sets up for a triple threat with Briggs. And honestly, that's happening next week. And I think this will be a fun feud going forward. At least in the space where they don't have another top guy to go against Oba, I think this is a really good period for the NXT title while they're kind of treading water with it.
Of course, Oba Femi was kind of going to be the guy for, I don't know where my background went on that, but Oba Femi was going to be, he's kind of been the guy for a while now. I knew he was going to be good as soon as he came through, came up, and he's just a big dude, a lot of power moves, great wrestler.
Oh yeah, I love watching him.
Yeah.
I mean, him and I have a feeling he'll be feuding with Javon again soon because, I mean, that feels like the natural endpoint for his reign, in my opinion.
Right. Well, we also had some other matches on the card. We had, of course, Jordan Grace and Blake Monroe defeated Fatal Influence. Now, we'll get to that in later, but things have changed between Blake Monroe and Jordan Grace since the pay-per-view, or since, I guess, the premium live event. Yeah, as they call them. I wish my background didn't go away, but yeah, that's them doing that. That's them after their win over Fatal Influence.
Really solid match.
Yeah.
I was shocked, honestly, that it was the main event when I was watching it, because I saw the Oba match was right before this, and I was really surprised that Oba wasn't the main, because, I mean, it's Oba, he usually is, but this actually lived up to it, because, I mean, this was a solid tag match. I wasn't expecting much from it, because it just felt like a match you'd see on a regular episode of NXT, which isn't a bad thing, but it's like, it's a PLE main event. But, I mean, I get it. It was Monroe's debut match, and she looked good. Everyone in this match looked good, so it was a really solid event overall, and this match was probably one of the better parts of it. So
yeah, I think it's because Jordan Grace and Blake Monroe have been such big signings for them. That's why they get this main event spot. I mean, Jordan Grace getting signed to NXT was a huge deal, and then when they were able to poach Mariah May, now Blake Monroe, to WWE, that was also a huge deal, because Mariah May, she was in AEW like 1 week, and then like I felt like maybe a week later she was in NXT.
Yeah, it was a really quick turnaround.
There was no non-compete, which I was kind of surprised by, or something got waived. Somehow, some way, she was able to be in WWE pretty quickly.
It's been pretty quick for all the guys who've gone from AEW to WWE, because, I mean, Saints was pretty quick,
yeah,
too.
He was. Yeah, I do wonder how their contracts work. I do wonder.
It seems different the other way around.
Yeah,
because like WWE guys don't get signed to AEW as quick.
No, because
pretty quick. I mean, Ricochet was kind of quick, I guess, but like for most guys, it takes a little while. I guess they just kind of mess around on the indies for a little bit, but they
typically have 90-day non-competes in WWE, and that kind of stems back from the days of when they were against WCW.
Right, that makes sense.
It's just kind of a standard thing they've always had. But now seeing AEW just have non-competes, I wonder if some people can negotiate non-competes if they're a big enough name. Say like, Becky Lynch wants to get out and she wants to negotiate a non-compete, she could probably do that.
Probably, yeah.
Now, I don't see any reason she would ever leave WWE besides going to become an actress, which it seems very likely. But yeah, I mean, it's just interesting how the contracts work for both sides of it. Of course, we also had, speaking of crossover promotion, TNA and NXT have been working together very well for the last few months. It's something I never thought I would ever see happen, knowing how Vince treated
other promotions,
specifically TNA, because for a while TNA was the only other game in town that was even remotely large, and they weren't. So
that was their rough years too.
That was the rough years, but we had a contract signing. Ava, obviously there, Ava Rock, as I call her. There's Joe Hendry, Trick Williams, and Mike Santana.
Man, I hope Mike Santana wins this match.
Yeah.
He's so fun to watch in the ring. I love Hendry too, don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a believer, but also like Mike Santana is so fun to watch.
He is. And of course, this is going to be for the TNA World title at Slammiversary,
Yep.
which is going to be huge. I mean, like that's, you got AJ Styles going to be involved.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a big show. I think Ash by Elegance is having a match.
Hardys have a match.
The Hardys have a match.
5-team tag match, I think.
Yeah, and there's the women are involved too. I think JC Jane's having a match against Masha Slamovich.
Yeah.
Which that's going to be really cool. So yeah, that's the Great American Bash for the most part. Of course, Sol Ruca beat Izzy Dame.
Mm-hmm.
We mentioned Ethan Page over Ricky Staines for the North American title. Both were both North American titles for those two matches.
And both defended.
Yes. All right. Saturday night's main event. I call it Saturday night's lame event.
I agree.
It was not good.
No, it wasn't.
It was not good for a variety of reasons. Specifically, that's not right. What's going on here? All right. You know what? I'll just make it right now. We'll make it on the air.
Do it live.
Yeah. You saw me make this earlier, right?
Yep, I saw it.
Okay. Yeah. All
I
right.
was here in the flesh.
Yes. All right. Saturday night's main event. So the big news from Saturday night's main event, there's two big stories. Seth Rollins' leg exploded again.
Yeah. Okay.
And he's going to be out for
Same
a while.
leg.
Same leg. He's had problems with over the years. It sucks. Seth Rollins is one of the biggest stars in the company.
Yeah.
Everyone loves his music. It's one of the only Def Rebel themes that are good. So, or that is good. Speak English.
That isn't, a Samoan theme.
Yeah.
Because they always knock those out of the park for some reason.
Yeah, it's weird. But yeah, Seth Rollins, he to his credit, he was able to finish the match against LA Knight. He was able to LA Knight was able to to pin him, and they just didn't call the match right there. They could have, but credit to Seth Rollins, he pushed through.
Mm-hmm.
The last it was only like 10 seconds after the injury anyway.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah. But the other big news, Bill Goldberg had his final match against Gunther, and Gunther is still the world champion. He defeated Bill, and Bill got
30 seconds over.
Bill he gets the retirement speech. He gets cut off because time ran out.
It's good old Saturday night's main event. For you.
Good old linear.
90 minutes of ads and 30 minutes of some wrestling.
Good old linear television, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that was just that sucked for that Goldberg didn't get his whole speech and whatnot, but
shameful, honestly.
Yeah, it kind of. I mean, say what you want about Bill in the ring or how he's handled himself over the years, but there's everybody in the ring with him. You see Cody Rhodes holding his hand up. Obviously, Cody's father, Dusty, was the booker in WCW. Well, I think he was. Was he?
He was one of them.
He was one of the bookers in WCW.
They had a million bookers in WCW.
Yeah, I know. Everyone had creative control in WCW, but so Dusty probably worked with Bill a little bit. So obviously it was a typical big man match.
Yeah,
with Gunther.
About what you expect. I mean, it was 58-year-old Goldberg. I mean, he speared through the barricade and hit his neck pretty bad, honestly, but I guess he was fine. But yeah, it was fine. It ended with the sleeper, which I thought was kind of, I don't know if that's how I would want to go in my retirement match, but that's just me. Yeah. But I mean, it was, if it wasn't on Saturday night's main event, I probably would have liked it better, just because, with the commercial breaks in the middle of matches, it's just really hard to, really enjoy a match sometimes, especially when it's supposed to be a wrestler's last match and you give them like 14 minutes and you get an ad break in the middle of that 14 minutes, and then you cut off his retirement speech. I mean, it's just disrespectful, honestly. I mean, and I'm not even a Goldberg fan. Yeah. I mean, I like him okay. I mean, I respect what he's done, but also, it just doesn't feel right, no matter what way you look at it. I mean, and as he said on after this event, they could have prepared for it, but I guess they just didn't, either as a rib to him or just I don't know.
Yeah. Well, that was Saturday night's main event. Now we will go to, because we're running out of time, It's the way this is. 24 minutes. You know, we could talk an hour about this stuff,
True.
but I shouldn't get everybody any ideas. Why did it do this? Okay, well, we're going to talk about WWE Evolution.
Which made up for Saturday night's main event.
Yes.
It was really good.
It was very good. It was very good. We had some great matches on this card. We had a match that featured Becky Lynch beating Lyra Valkyria, who I absolutely think is the next big thing. And Bayley for the Intercontinental Championship, the women's.
This feud is doing phenomenal for Lyra and just the belt in general, because I mean it's raising the prestige of it. Just, I mean, it feels like it holds more weight than most of the world titles now in the women's scene, just because of how good this feud has been, and Becky holding the belt, and how good every match has been for this belt so far. Because I mean the original Becky Lyra match I thought was phenomenal. Then their rematch where Lyra lost it was phenomenal. Then this match was great, which had a ton of pin breakups, and Becky with an awesome pin to end the match. It was just, I mean, this is just really great stuff here. I wish they booked the men's mid card like this, but now we got Dom holding the belt for like 3 months and nothing with it. But I digress.
I thought it was Tom and Nick who had the belt. So other stuff on the card, we got to blow through this. JC Jane defeated Jordan Grace, and we alluded to this earlier. Blake Monroe turned on Jordan Grace,
Hit her in the back with the title.
hit her in the old classic hit her in the back with the title, and now they're not together. Look at that. You see that look in her eyes? Oh man, that is someone who does not like Jordan Grace. And then
so evil.
And then they showed like a video promo on NXT this week that I caught that made Jordan Grace crash out.
Yeah.
Just complete crash out. She crashed out so hard.
Such
She
a
is
fun segment.
It's gonna be a good feud between Jordan Grace and Blake Monroe. Blake Monroe actually has her in-ring debut in NXT next week against Ren Sinclair. So what else we got here? The Spooky Pals, aka the Judgment Day, beat Charlotte and Alexa, Sol, Ruka, and Zarya, and the Kabuki Warriors to keep their tag team titles.
Really fun match.
Yes.
Loved it. Especially Charlotte and Alexa. I love the way that tag team's blossoming. That's just a really fun pairing, in my opinion.
Yeah, Tiffany Stratton beat Trish Stratus for the women's title. Obviously, I didn't think Trish Stratus was winning this.
I mean, it was a good showing from her. I mean, she's almost 50, and she was still as solid in the ring as anyone else.
She's one of those people, like, I thought was going to be retired forever, and then she ended up showing up again, and I'm not sad about it.
No, I'm not either.
Because she's still pretty good.
Yeah.
Jade Cargill beat Naomi in a no-holds-barred match, which Bianca Belair was the guest referee for. Stephanie Vaquer won the Battle Royal for a title shot at Clash in Paris.
Really great Battle Royale. Better than the Rumble this year, I'd say.
Yeah. And Naomi is the new world champion as she cashed in her Money in the Bank briefcase on Io Sky and Rhea Ripley to make that world title match a triple threat. And she is now the women's world champion. Well deserved for Naomi. Love Naomi.
Very much so.
She is.
And Io and Rhea put on a 5-star match, I'd say.
Oh,
that.
Io Sky might be the best wrestler, man or woman, in WWE.
I agree completely.
She is so good. She is so sound in the ring. She flies high. She has no fear.
She hypes up the crowd, too.
Hypes the crowd. The crowd's behind her.
That's
English
important.
is not her first language.
No.
But still, it's like she speaks our language. She's amazing. Amazing wrestler. But Naomi is the world champion. Long time coming.
Yep. Really happy for her.
Long time coming for Naomi. And you know what? 24 minutes goes by pretty quickly. We are out of time here on the episode 2 of the 10 Counts. John, thank you so much for joining me.
Of course.
You're gonna be back next week because we have another episode. Next week we're talking about worst wrestling injuries. That's gonna be a lot of fun.
Oh yeah.
So stay tuned for that. But until then, I'm Jeff Snyder. This has been the 10 Counts. We'll see you later, you bunch of marks.